Good morning and welcome back to the weekly strike, the first prediction show of the new season. I hope you've all had a very good summer. Some cracking games coming up this weekend. The champions, they're away at Hull. Manchester United, they're at Bournemouth. Massive games on Sunday, Arsenal versus Liverpool and also Everton versus Spurs. So let's crack on with the predictions. Hull City, they are at home to Leicester City. Hull, they're in massive trouble already before the season's already started. They've got 13 players fit, no manager, and I think it's going to be a long old season for the Tigers. Leicester, they've brought some good players in. They haven't lost many players. The only players that they've lost is N'Golo Kante, and I think it's going to be quite a simple victory for the Foxes on Saturday. The first game on Sky Sports at 12:30. I'm going for a 3-1 Leicester win. I just think Leicester will be far too strong for them, so 3-1 to Leicester there. Another new side in the Premier League are Burnley. They home to Swansea. Sean Dyche's men, they looked quite equipped to do quite well in the Premier League, but I do still think they'll be there or thereabouts come May. Swansea, they've lost Andre Ayew and they've lost Ashley Williams, which are massive blows for the Swans, and I think Burnley will get their first victory of the season, 1-0. They're at Turf Moor. Crystal Palace, they host West Bromwich Albion at Selhurst Park on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Crystal Palace, they need to get off to a good start to the season because I think Alan Pardew's men, they've got into the habit of they can win 8 games in a row, but then they can lose 10. So I think they need to just cut that out, and I think they might be alright this season. I do worry about West Brom though this season. I know Pulis has got a brilliant record of keeping teams up, but I think they're going to struggle, and this is why I think Crystal Palace will win the game by 2-0 there. A potentially cracking game at Goodison Park on Saturday. Everton, they host Spurs. Everton, I bet they're laughing all the way to the bank after John Stones joined Manchester City for a ridiculous price of nearly £50 million. Question for you though, how can John Stones, now who has become the second most expensive defender in history, how can he have not got into that England team, which is probably the worst England team ever? Unbelievable. I think I see plenty of goals in this one. Spurs have bought some very good players. They've bought Victor Wanyama and they've bought Vincent Janssen in. And I do think Spurs will have a good season this season. I think they're going to struggle to finish top 4. I think there's so many teams now that have bought good players in and they're going to rebuild, like your Man City's, your Man United's, Chelsea's, Liverpool. It's going to be a cracking season. I see plenty of goals, so I'm going to say it's going to finish 2-2 at Goodison Park. Another team, the newly promoted Middlesbrough. They are at home to Stoke at the Riverside on Saturday afternoon. I think Middlesbrough, they look quite equipped to do quite well this season. They've brought some good players in. They brought Victor Valdez, who's got plenty of experience, and they brought Alvaro Negredo, who struggled when he was at Man City. He said he was homesick, but hopefully Karanka can get the best out of him, and if he can score goals, they could be a little bit of a force at the Riverside. I think it'll be a draw. I'm going for a 1-1 draw at the Riverside. Another game on Saturday, Southampton, they host Watford. Watford, I do think they're going to really struggle this season. I think they're going to be down there or thereabouts. I think teams figured them out last season. If you stop Agallo and you stop Troy Deeney, then you stopped Watford. And Southampton, they've lost Pella to China and they've lost Wanyama to Spurs. But the production line at Southampton is fantastic, and they can lose players and they bring players straight back in. And I think they'll be too strong for Watford. I'm going for 2-0 at St Mary's there. The evening kickoff is at the Etihad. Manchester City, they host Sunderland. David Moyes' first Premier League game in charge of the Black Cats, and it doesn't get much more difficult than the Etihad. I think it'll be quite a close game in the first half. I think Sunderland they'll defend well, and I think they'll create chances, but I think Man City will just be too strong for them at the end of the day. Man City bought some brilliant players in. They bought Nolito and they bought Gundogan, and John Stones now. So I think they'll be too strong for them. Sunderland, they've been flirting with relegation for the past 3 or 4 seasons now, and can David Moyes turn that around and make him a mid-table club? But I'm going for a 3-0 victory for Manchester City on Saturday evening. Moving on to Sunday, Bournemouth, they host Manchester United at the Vitality Stadium. I like Bournemouth. I like Eddie Howe. I'm a massive fan of them. But I think Man United will be too strong for them. They brought some good players in. They bought Mkhitaryan, and that Barley looks very, very good. Whether you like Zlatan Ibrahimovic or not, I think he's overrated. But he's still a talent, and I think they'll be too strong. And I think it will be 3-1 to Manchester United. The 4 o'clock kickoff on Sunday is Arsenal. They host Liverpool. Arsenal are in talks with Skoladan Mustafi, however you pronounce his first name, from Valencia for a point for about 20 to 30 million, I think I saw, which is good. It's a sign. It's a good sign. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you, apart from he's German and he scored against Ukraine in the Euros. We need a centre back. He won't be available to play on Sunday, but all we need now is a striker. I'm a little bit more confident now we're buying a centre back. I feel a bit more looking forward to the season now, but it's going to be a difficult season. Arsenal had their chance last season of winning the league, and we completely blew it. But I do think Arsenal will get a result on Sunday. I've got a feeling. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Arsenal. But come join me on Monday, and I'm sure I'll be ranting and raving because Arsenal lost 4-0. But I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal at the Emirates on Sunday. Monday night, London derby. Chelsea, they host West Ham. This game is very difficult to call. Had it been at West Ham, I would have definitely gone for a draw. West Ham impressed me last season. I like Slavan Bilic. I think they bought from Faguli and they bought Ayew in from Swansea. I think they're going to be a really good side this season, West Ham. Chelsea, they're at home, so they're going to want to impress their new manager. So I'm going to say Chelsea are going to nick this by 2-1. It's going to be a very, very tight game, but I think Chelsea will just grind out the result in that game on Monday afternoon. So yeah, that is my predictions. If you have got your own opinion, please do comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good Friday. Thank you very much.